AI workflow for managing information. Hi, in this video, we are going to talk about how you can manage your AI workflow for information. A question arises that why information feels overwhelming. We consume more information than ever, but most of us don't actually manage it. We just collect it. Notes pile up, bookmarks get forgotten, and important insights disappear the moment we need them. That's where AI can help, not by thinking for us, by reducing friction in how we capture, organize, and retrieve information. In this video, I am going to walk you through a simple, realistic AI workflow for managing information, one that works whether you are a student, creator, a knowledge worker, and doesn't require building a complicated second brain. Step number 1 is Smart Capture with AI Assistants. The first step is capture, but not everything deserves to be saved. AI works best when it helps you filter, not hoard. Instead of copying the entire articles or videos, you can just use AI to extract what actually matters. For example, here we have a note that is saved, and let's say that we have a topic here, but it is not discussed in so much detail. And you want to save time rather than going on a full research for hours and then extracting points from it and just doing most of the manual work. AI can be a helper here, and this application is Mem AI. You would just write in your notes here or even your rough notes, and you can later ask AI to organize it by simply giving it a prompt. So here I am going to ask more important points that the AI hasn't provided us with. I am simply going to copy this and I'm going to ask AI to replace this or just give us some important key points while also making this topic longer and flexible. Give us more details. And I've simply just clicked on generate, and the AI is going to help us here and provide us with key ideas in just a plain language. This turns raw information into something that is usable immediately. Just like that, you can see it provided us with a list of action items, and there are so many of these that you can simply just copy paste. I'm going to simply copy this. I am going to replace this entire text and make my notes better and more reliable. And you can see that just from a small paragraph, it brought us a whole list of key points which are actually useful and reliable. You can later revise these notes for school or even for your research topic. This step alone saves time and keeps your note from turning into a clutter. So we just turn our information into practical notes that you can later revise. Now let's talk about how ChatGPT is very reliable and a common source used to retrieve information or just to run summaries or transcripts. You can write in any article or just copy paste a certain topic, and let's say I'm going to copy paste this, and later I am just going to ask AI here to turn this into a smaller summary. And the AI is going to generate a smaller summary in just a few seconds. You can see that's all it took, and the whole notes and key points were turned into a simple summary just in a few seconds. So instead of storing this entire copy text from my notes or even from my Google Doc of my schoolwork, I just asked AI to rewrite information into a short representation or example-based summary, and this makes your notes clearer and more personal, which improves recall. I'm simply going to copy this, go on to my notes, and just simply paste it in here. Some note-taking apps for knowledge workers also provide you with a built-in AI that is going to suggest you commands like keep it as it is, or you can even clean up these tasks. This is the application Mem that I earlier mentioned, and once this just created key points for my topic. This makes it super reliable because you can see there is introduction, there are key characteristics, even real-world applications, and right here there are some bullet point applications provided. I can either accept this or just ignore it and keep my summary as it is. This just gave me a clearer and more personal response that I just stored in my notes. Another step is to organize without overthinking. As you can see, that one of the biggest mistakes people make is over-organizing way too early. AI can help you organize lightly without forcing structure. You can use AI to suggest tags or categories, group similar notes together. Like right here, there is a messy note right here, or there is an introduction and a very clearer note right here with a list of key concepts. And you can also ask AI to group these notes together or identify recurring themes across notes. Like, let's just say that I want to organize this entire note completely without any headache or just manually organizing them with different headings, key points. I am simply going to click on creating and refining this note. With a single click, this is going to give me the key features. I'm going to click on refine because I'm not satisfied with it. Add examples and applications. This takes me a total of 2 to 3 clicks and maybe just a simple and plain prompt. And the AI just refined me exactly what I needed. There is introduction, key features, and real-world applications. So this saves me a lot of time, and I can simply just copy paste this in my Note app, or even just use this Note app as my basic one. This keeps your system flexible while still searchable. I can also ask AI to locate something that I want. This makes it very plain and easy to use. Another step is to use AI for retrieval and not just storage. Managing information isn't about saving, it's about finding the right thing at the right time. AI shines here. Instead of scrolling through all of these folders, you can just ask natural language AI questions. Like, let me just go away from this note and I'm going to close it. Now I am going to ask AI to find me the exact thing. Like, I need to find the applications of C language. So I'm just going to ask, find me the applications of C language from these notes. I'm simply going to click on this, and this is going to just command me and locate the exact thing that I need. Right here, it provided me in this chat box, but if you go into a particular note app, you can simply just ask it to locate or find inside the note. Like right here, let me just find database engines. I'm simply going to find that. It is going to highlight the database engine key point, like right here, which makes it super reliable, and I don't have to go on a key hunt to find it personally or just manually. Step number 5 is to connect ideas with AI. AI can also help you see patterns that you might miss. So over time, your notes contain hidden connections, and AI can point similarities between these ideas. Right here, when I asked AI to give me more key points, it also added portability, memory management mastery, and ubiquity in open source. It also provided me with importance for beginner users, which is really useful, and my data was just turned into useful information. So this basically turns your information system from static storage into a thinking partner, not replacing your thinking, but it enhances it. And step number 6 is weekly AI review habit. You can go ahead from your notes or even your draft notes. You can simply just go on and review them manually, or you can ask AI to review these for you. You can just ask AI to review your recent notes and summarize what stood out. This could include key insights from the week, repeated ideas or themes, and it can open questions worth exploring. This reflection step can keep your system alive instead of forgotten. Now, if you talk about what AI should not do for you, is that AI shouldn't replace your understanding or decision making. You're not going to ask AI to give you ideas, and this is just going to kill your own creativity, and you're not going to rely on AI completely to think for you. Your notes are going to become shallow here, and the goal is to use AI to reduce friction. Like you can ask it to summarize, organize, and you can retrieve data from it, while you stay responsible for insight and judgment while giving creative ideas to AI, using AI as a helper and supporting it to enhance your ideas, while you stay responsible for the judgment and having an open insight on refining it and reviewing it, even editing it and giving it your own touch of style. When used correctly, AI supports clarity instead of creating dependency and just making everything shallow and too machine-oriented. An effective AI workflow for managing information isn't about using more tools, it is about using fewer tools more intentionally. Capture only what matters, clarify it with AI. You don't want AI to be involved even while you are brainstorming your ideas. You can organize it lightly, retrieve intelligently, and when AI works in the background, your attention stays on thinking, creating, and applying what you learn. You don't need to bring AI tools into everything, even while brainstorming or thinking. You don't need to go to AI for ideas. You need to keep the creative work to yourself. Before we wrap up, remember this: information only becomes valuable when you can actually use it. If your system feels heavy or overwhelming, that is usually a sign that it needs simplification. Not more features or tools to make the workspace even more overwhelming. That is usually a sign that it needs simplification. And take what makes sense from this workflow, adapt it to your needs and your style, and let it evolve naturally over time. If this video helped you understand how to use AI more intentionally for managing information, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more practical, no-fluff tutorials like this. If you have any questions about this or any more productivity tools, then you can leave a comment below or suggest what tutorials you want to see videos on next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.